Hi, I'm Max Keiser. This is the KEISER Report. Have we hit peak Bitcoin? Stacey?
That is a good question because, more and more billionaires around the world are getting into Bitcoin. Massive sort of asset management companies like BlackRock are getting into Bitcoin. So Max Keiser, this week you tweeted a serious Bitcoin shortage is developing as supply on exchange dries up. Prices will start gapping higher, looking for sellers. What do you mean by this, Max Keiser?
Well, remember the old peak oil or peak gold arguments that we are running out of oil or we're running out of gold. That, of course, is not true. But in the case of Bitcoin, because it is absolutely scarce and because the demand is approaching infinity, we are potentially hitting peak Bitcoin where it will become increasingly impossible for the average mom and pop to acquire Bitcoin because all the 900 coins per day that are generated through mining will be sucked up by the institutions and it'll never hit the market.
And of course, what does hit the market every single day is new, fresh printed dollars, new, fresh printed euros. I believe it was Christine Lagarde over there at the ECB in the past week. She said they will never run out of euros that they could print. So they're printing. And in the meantime, we have these major billionaire investors. We've covered almost all of them entering the Bitcoin space, calmly FOMO hodling, as we call it. So they're removing their Bitcoin from the exchanges, unlike in 2017 when it was a bunch of retail investors around the world who panic bought and then panic sold. These guys are, steady, calm, just gobbling up all the Bitcoin they can get and removing it to their hard wallets, their own under their own control.
Right. Still waters run deep. And what we're seeing on the exchanges, all the major exchanges, is that their inventory of coin that they keep on hand to make markets is disappearing. They're running out of coins. And very few coins are coming into the market. And just the four biggest institutional buyers, including Cash App and Digital Currency Group and a couple of others, their daily demand is almost 3,000 coins. They only have 900 per day are being created. There's outstripping demand to supply already 3 to 1. That's going to go to 10 to 1, 21 to 100 to 1. And then it doesn't really make any difference because you just won't be able to get any.
Years and years ago, here on KEISER Report, we reported that Bitcoin would displace gold. That is turning out to be true. You see it in the numbers. You see people selling gold ETFs and you see them buying Bitcoin ETFs like GBTC. And now the biggest fund manager in the world, which is BlackRock, they manage $7 trillion. BlackRock CIO says Bitcoin will take the place of gold to a large extent. Bitcoin's network effect has forced traditional financiers to change their tune on the digital currency. And this is BlackRock's CIO of fixed income. He told CNBC last Friday, his name is Rick Reeder. He said Bitcoin is here to stay. While conceding that he is not a Bitcoin bull, Reeder said the flagship currency will, quote, take the place of gold to a large extent because it is so more functional than passing a bar of gold around.
Right. This is a remarkable statement because we've heard the argument that Bitcoin is gold 2.0, that it's superior to gold, but that has come from the internet, from social media, from heterodox thinkers like ourselves. It's not come from a $7 trillion managed fund like BlackRock. And we're hearing it from other folks like Paul Tudor Jones, Stan Druckenmiller, and others. There's $100 trillion out there that looking for a home as part of the managed money environment. They are 7% of that $100 trillion. If only 1 or 2 or 3% of that money goes into Bitcoin, that means the price triples overnight.